Hello student. Today we are study the motion under gravity which is part of rectilinear motion in unit number 5. First of all, what is meant by motion and rectilinear motion? A body is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to surrounding. And what is meant by rectilinear motion? The motion of particle is in a straight line, then its motion is called as rectilinear motion. For example, car moving on straight highway, lift traveling in vertical wheel, or stone falling from top of the building. These are the example of rectilinear motion. Suppose when we throw an object upward, it will eventually fall down to the ground under the earth's gravity or due to the gravitational acceleration force. In fact, all the objects near the earth's surface fall with a constant acceleration of 9.81 meter per square. That is not, you know that g is equal to 9.81 meter square. Okay, now the definition of motion under the gravity is when particle is projected vertically in the air, then its motion is under the action of gravitational force. Then the motion of particle under the action of gravitational force is known as motion under the gravity. Okay, this motion under the gravity have some characteristics like the gravitational force is always downward direction and its value is minus 9.81 meters per square. This value is taken into the problem when we are solving the problem under the action of motion under the gravity. Okay, next one is at maximum height velocity is or must be equal to 0. Third is the velocity of particle at any height must be same in magnitude in upward direction or in downward direction. Likewise, the time of motion for upward or downward journey must be same. That means for time taken for that particle to reach highest point and then fall to the ground, that's two height must be same. The motion under the gravity can be described by the equation of motion. You know the equation of motion. First one is the V is equal to U plus AT. Second one is S is equal to UT plus 1 by 2 AT square. And third one is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS, where U is the velocity at the start of the motion under the gravity. V is the linear motion. S is nothing but the displacement of that particle. And T is the time interval. And A is nothing but the gravitational acceleration or a uniform acceleration due to gravity. Next is the sign convention. As the motion of particle or any object is in vertical direction, we use the sign convention as suppose O is the origin. Here suppose the O is the origin on x axis. Here when O is the origin and you throw an object in vertical upward direction, that displacement is nothing but the positive, and when it's fall down below the origin, then it is negative. That displacement is considered as the negative. Okay, the displacement above the origin is taken as positive and displacement below the origin is taken as negative. Here g is the gravitational acceleration which is always acts in vertical downward direction, irrespective the particle moving, whether it moving upward or downward, it's always considered as a negative. That is, here in the above equation A is replaced by minus g. Okay, due to minus g. Why this is minus g? Because gravitational force is always act vertically downward direction, whichever or whatever be the motion of that body or particle, whether it's upward or whether it's downward. For both condition we have to consider the gravitational acceleration force g is minus 9, that is equal to minus 9.81 meter per second square. Clear? Then the equation of motion of constant acceleration or equation of kinematics can be modified into, first can be modified into v is equal to u minus g into t. Here instead of a you consider minus g. Likewise second, s is equal to ut minus 1 by 2 gt square, and third one is v square is equal to u square minus 2 gs. Here g is gravitational force and it is always considered as 9.81 meter per second square. S is the displacement, okay, t is the time taken for by the particle.